Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today, live from Bemidji, Minnesota. A little change of view here, and it's a gorgeous morning. I took off this morning. I've been in Bemidji only for about an hour, and I'm already absolutely in love with this community. About 2.5 hours to get here from Fargo. Absolutely beautiful drive through Minnesota Lakes Country. And just in the short time that I've been here, I had to take a few pictures with my co-host for today, Paul Bunyan. It's just beautiful here. We're in the downtown Bemidji area. I brought my kids because it's a super kid-friendly, family-friendly place. Right behind us, I did take some pictures as well because it was just so gorgeous. Lake Bemidji as well, right in the heart of the city. So the water is calm. The birds are on the water. On the way here, in fact, like I said, it was such a beautiful drive. We did see a lot of wildlife, deer, an eagle just perched right along the highway. I'm super excited about some of the restaurants I'm going to try before we leave and the parks. But like I said, we're going to be spending the whole show here in Bemidji. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, I'm going to be talking to the Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce to talk a little bit more about what is happening in Bemidji. Chris is not with me right now, but he did come out earlier and got to do some really fun things, including checking out the Bemidji Speedway. So that's coming up. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the week. You'll have to see that to see what kind of damage he did. Maybe he didn't do damage, but he did get the car stuck. I'm just telling you that. Someone must have told them that I do love beer, and craft beer, huge. They have a brewery here in Bemidji. So we're going to check out the beer from Bemidji Brewing coming up. And hey, we've all heard of Dick Beardsley. Dick Beardsley is going to be joining us live on the show as well. He's going to be talking about his fishing guide service because when we have water, we got to do some fishing, and maybe he'll tell us where the fish are biting and help us out for if you're not an expert when you're out on the boat. Of course, also checking out the incredible golf course. That's one of the fun things that Chris Berg got to do. We're going to be checking out some of the Bemidji parks and recreation, and also, I didn't know that there's some great art here in Bemidji as well. Kind of a gem that a lot of people might not realize would be a great vacation spot, especially since we have all been cooped up for so long and we're looking for something to do. You don't have to go very far. Like I said, just over 2 hours. Come to Bemidji, bring the whole family. You might need to stay a week because there are so many things to do, but even a weekend would be absolutely fabulous. So first up, I do want to visit a little bit here as we're in the heart of downtown Bemidji with Abby Randall. She's the Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce. And Abby, thank you so much for joining us on this just beautiful day in Bemidji.
Well, thanks for coming to see us. We appreciate it.
Well, okay, we have lots to talk about because there's so much going on in Bemidji. But first off, we have to talk about larger-than-life landmarks here.
Yes.
How cool is this?
Here's our mascot. His name is Paul. He's quite tall. And I think what the really cool thing about Paul and Babe is here in downtown Bemidji is that you can just walk right up to him. You can take a selfie, you can touch his shoes. It's such a gem here in Bemidji, and like you were saying earlier, so family friendly. Bring your kids. There are a ton of things to do here in Bemidji.
I had my daughters already standing next to them and taking some pictures, but then I had to do it too. So, you know, kid at heart.
It's a must. You have to.
It's a must. And I read this. Is it true? And we are living in the Instagram world, not just because I brought my 12-year-old and everything goes on Instagram and Snap, but this is one of the most photographed landmarks. Is that true? Right behind
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Yes, but if you hang out downtown and you look at Paul and Babe, you'll notice it. There are people coming up to him all day long. You could stand here for hours and offer to take family photos in front of Paul and Babe.
I like that. That could be a full-time job. Maybe I could just stay here for the rest of the day, take tips.
Please do.
And you know, take some family photos.
Yes.
I love it. It's just absolutely so much fun. There's also a park just around the corner, and the lake. I don't know. I took some beautiful pictures on the dock right down here. So let's talk a little bit about the fact that we're in downtown, but then I could just go down onto the water.
Isn't it amazing? And not to mention too, we have a state-of-the-art college right on the water here in Bemidji.
Yeah, it's just you have everything you could dream of. Okay. Also, I already was looking around a little bit when I got here, trying to plot where I'm going to have breakfast or lunch. There's quite a booming little downtown business district. Can you talk a little bit about what people will find? I mean, if you get off the water, which is hard to do, there's some great places to visit.
Yes. So when you visit Bemidji, I think one of the first things you're going to notice, besides Paul and Babe, is that we have this absolutely charming downtown full of diverse small businesses to choose from. If you start at 3rd Street and you go down the archway, you'll notice all sorts of boutiques, restaurants, thrift stores, you name it. There's something for everyone to look for. And not to mention, the really cool thing about Bemidji is that it feels like a small town, but it's really a regional hub. The region actually boasts about 100,000 people, but we all kind of come to this center, and it's mixed with natural beauty, charming, but we have progressive technology as well, and some of the fastest internet speeds in the area. So Bemidji is really just kind of a nice little package all wrapped up in one.
I love that.
Yeah.
So much more to Bemidji than you would think.
Absolutely.
How many people live here?
So our town itself is about 17,000, but like I said, there's so many small towns around the area that it's said that we are a regional hub of about 100,000 people. So
I feel like I could see people coming here just for a weekend to kind of do the tourist thing and then just fall in love with the community and want to stay.
and there's so much talent and culture and art in this community that it's really cool. It has a small town feel. And so we can still leverage our talents together to boost our success in the business community.
And what I also have noticed, great business district, but so, pedestrian friendly. I mean, people are just constantly walking around, riding their bikes. I mean, it's just set up for, people to park their car and just explore.
Yeah. No, whether it's a bike or grabbing a kayak or hopping on a boat, like you said, you'll be talking to Dick later. There's so much recreation in this town, filled with so much opportunity with entrepreneurialism and business community that, like I said, it's a really, really cool mix.
And I would imagine you do see quite a bit of business that is around the lake as well. You can rent kayaks? I mean, we're going to talk fishing. Do you see a lot of that for the sportsmen? For businesses?
Absolutely. There is something for everyone in this community. If you just travel up the road to Diamond Point Park, beautiful park on Lake Bemidji, you can rent a kayak. Bemidji State University actually manages the kayak rental there. And like I said before, we have a wonderful college in this town. This town is full of top-notch technology in the medical field, education, logging. You name it, we've got it.
You've got it, and it's just beautiful. And I am loving the weather right now. I can't believe that we lucked out with such a gorgeous day to be sitting here in Paul Bunyan Park in Bemidji, Minnesota. Well, Abby, thank you so much for visiting with us. We are going to be heading out to the Bemidji Speedway next, where Chris is actually going to be behind the wheel. Stay with us. North Dakota Today is live in Bemidji.
Here we go. Oh, yeah.